5 women overdosed in a New Jersey mall garage. One of the women died days later, and police believe they ingested fentanyl. CBS 2's Nick Calloway spoke with police who are desperately warning the public about the dangers of fentanyl.
These deaths are due to the fentanyl that is pouring into our communities, killing our friends and killing our family members.
Police in Bergen County gathered to sound the alarms. They say fentanyl is so cheap and readily available, it is found in every type of drug on the market, from Adderall to cocaine and heroin.
This is not Russian roulette. If you take drugs or medication not prescribed from a doctor, it will contain fentanyl.
That was the case of the 5 women who overdosed at the Shops of Riverside Mall in Hackensack. Police believe the victims ingested cocaine laced with fentanyl. Those 5 women were revived with Narcan, but the dose was fatal for 29-year-old Michelle Edu, who friends described as a great mother and a great person. Now, police say they work nonstop to plug the pipeline of fentanyl into Bergen County.
In 2022, we have seized over 32 kilos of fentanyl. Just this week alone, we seized 2 kilos of fentanyl.
But they admit it's a losing battle.
There has never been a more risky time in our society for people who take illicit drugs.
From where I'm sitting, it's looking like, and it's sounding like, according to these guys up in New York and basically the rest of the country, honestly, that the recreational, the time period for trying out and experimenting with recreational drugs is over. That time is done. That detective just said, and I agree, I've been saying that for a while now. If it's not coming from a prescription, from a doctor, whether it be a marijuana prescription, a oxycodone prescription, Percocet, Adderall, whatever, if it's not prescribed, if I'm not getting it from the doctor, not that I do any of that stuff other than weed, other than marijuana, I'm not messing with it, okay? 5 women, you imagine OD'ing in a mall garage. How embarrassing to be found like that. And one of the young ladies didn't recover. Damn shame, man. Trying to just have a little fun. It's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it. Everything has fentanyl in it. And you do well to just assume that it does, because it's not worth finding out if it does. I mean, hey, if it doesn't, you get lucky, but I damn sure am not looking to find out if anything has fentanyl in it. I'll just abstain. Tragedy, though, for the young lady who lost her life. And, I'm sure that's life-changing for the other young ladies that were revived and survived. That's good for them. I'm sure they hopefully won't mess around anymore. That doesn't stop everyone, but hopefully it stops them. And hopefully this kind of reporting just continues to get out to people so that they think twice, man. Just think twice before buying something from some shady sucker on the street that's trying to make a buck, man. This person don't care what he's selling. He just wants your money. I know, because I was in that position. But I mean, when I was a teenager selling weed and whatever, it was there was no risk of anything being tainted with fentanyl, so it was all good. But nowadays, these guys honestly don't care. They just sell you that, hey, or hey, they don't know, and that's pretty. I guess I would say it's irresponsible on them, but also just the fact that this is just being passed from person to person. They buy it from someone, say they aren't the person who bought it from the source. They got it from a third or fourth, hand down the line, wherever they get theirs. And You know, there you have it now. 5 women are ODing, and oops, this report did mention that these people they made like 2 arrests, I believe. I didn't play that part, but yeah, if it ain't coming from a dispensary or the pharmacy. Sorry, I stumbled up there. If it's not coming from one of those, avoid it. It's not worth it. We got to stay smart. We got to stay free. We got to stay alive. Until next time.